Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, pirates! Pirates are invading the lost cavern of Ixalan, and they've got maps and they've got treasures. That's kind of the idea of this deck. We got a lot of cards that either explores or make treasures, and then capitalizes on them with cards like Captain Storm, Causium Raider, where when you have an artifact into the battlefield, we get a +1 counter on an artifact, any artifact we have. So this deck is supposed to be crazy good. Let's find out whether or not it is. So in the early game we got 4 Spyglass Siren, 1 mana, 1/1 flyer, but then when the ATBs we also get a map. Well, the map is Explore, and Explore isn't that good when we were playing Merfolk. How good is it when we play Pirates? Well, on the other side we have a 1-drop red. As long as we control artifact, it's a +1/+0 and haste. So that's a 1 mana 2/2 haste. It's Goblin Guide all over again. A Goblin Guide is a good card. Goblin Tomb Raider probably is also a good card. I got 4 Kumano, because we're still red, so Kumano it is. 3 Voltic Search, we got a lot of map tokens we can sack. Sometimes we can even sack a treasure token, so that we can deal 4 damage to a creature and then push through with our damage. Then we have 2 Malcolm, Alluring Scoundrel. This is not the CEDH Malcolm, this is the other Malcolm. Flash Flyer, 2 mana, 2/1. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, we can put a chorus counter on it, and then draw a card, discard a card. But if there are 4 more chorus counter on Malcolm, we can play the discard card without paying the mana cost, which is insane. Alright, and then we have 4 Staunch Crewmate, 2 mana, 2/1, but when ATBs, look at the top 4 and reveal a pirate or an artifact and put it in our hand. Pretty good card, right? 2 mana, 2/1, draw a card, basically. We have then 2 mana, 3/4, Subterranean Schooner, whenever it's crew 1. So it's very easy to crew, and whenever it attacks, target creature that crewed it explores. So we can crew it with anything, and then that creature will be able to explore and grow even bigger. And then we have 2 Captain Storm. Whenever an artifact into the battlefield, we get a +1 counter, which is great, but Captain Storm is a legendary, so having too many 2-drop legendaries is sometimes a problem. That's why there's 2 off in the deck. And then we have 4 Kitesail Larcenist. When at ATBs, we get to choose 2 permanents. 1 for my opponent, 1 for me, and then those, well, I think it's just creatures, right? Artifact or creatures, not all permanents. Artifact or creatures, and they turn into treasures. So we can ramp ourselves, we can kill our opponent's creatures that way, and it's not that bad. And then we got 3 mana, 4 off Breeches, the Eager Pillager. The new Breeches. 3 mana, 3/3. First strike is important. Whenever a pirate you control attack. Okay, whenever a pirate you control. So it's just any pirate, not breach. You don't have to include Breeches. Also, it's just when it attacks, not when it's when it deals combat damage, which is also crazy. And if we have 3 pirates attacking, we get all 3 effects. We get a treasure, a target creature can't block, and also we get an exile top card and play this turn, which is kind of an impulse draw even on a pirate breach. And then we have in the 4-drop, 2 Witchstalker Frenzy. It's not really a 4-drop. When we attack, we can deal 5 damage to a creature. Kill their children. And then we have 1 Belligerent. We saw how good a Belligerent is in the other treasure decks. How good is it in a pirate deck when it's meant to be in? And then we also have 1 Roaming Throne. War 2, 4 mana, 4/4. When ATBs, we can choose a creature type, in this case pirates. And then any chosen, first of all, it is that type. And then also any triggered ability of that chosen type triggers double. So, or triggers an additional time. So things like Breeches triggers an additional time. Things like Captain Storm triggers an additional time. All these triggers an additional time. So actually, each part of Breeches will trigger an additional time. That's crazy good. And then, of course, look at the land base. We got 21 lands. Very, very fast. Because we got a lot of treasures and we have a lot of low-cost cards. And then we got 3 islands, 4 mountains, 1 Otawara, 1 Sokenzan, 4 Shivan Reef, 2 Stormcarved Coast, 4 Cavern of Souls, and 2 Secluded Courtyard, because every card is a pirate. Alright, so it's kind of the idea of the deck, and don't worry about the artifact being a golem here for the Secluded Courtyard, because it is colorless, so it doesn't matter. And you can use the Secluded Courtyard to play the colorless part of the Belligerent, or the colorless part of the Subterranean Schooner. That's totally fine. It's kind of the idea of the deck. That's why there's only 2 Secluded Courtyards. A lot of these cards can't be cast by the Cavern or the Courtyards, right? These cards. All of these cards cannot be casted by Cavern or Courtyards by the mana cost, so gotta be a little bit careful with that. Let's see how this do. so far, on the net decking websites that I steal all of my decks from, this has been somewhat of a very good showing. So let's see if we can actually do that when I play it. I think it's just, for this deck, it's still a hard mulligan for Kumano faces Kakkazan. But then we do have 12 1-drops, so I think we're pretty good. 12 active 1-drops. We also have Voltage Surge. Up against J.O. It's like KO, but he's not quite there yet. Like I said, right? 12 active 1-drops. Nope. Have some Voltage Surge, yeah? I mean, we have a Sky Siren. Okay, that's fine. I didn't see the Siren. Hello. Hello there, Governor. See some pirates. I spy with my little eye someone who's about to die. It's probably me though. Hello, JCJJs. Alright. Let's see what we're gonna get. Wow. Whiff. That's not good. Oh, that whiff feels bad. Mill. Oh my god, it's the captain. Oh, captain, my captain. Guess we will... explore. That's it's a good card, but more damage is better. More damage is more better. How does that work? I forgot how the Explorer works. Okay, you know what? Let's go in for the attack. I thought I would get a... No, wait. Yeah, I did get a +1/+1. Because I explored. Nail 2. I don't know how long I have, but I gotta go faster at this. Nail 2 more. Does he just have it? The squirming? Bring back a Malcolm, huh? I don't want your Malcolm be here. Get your Malcolm out of here. No. It's -0. Well, free land draw. But it's still a draw. Am I gonna whiff this time? No. Okay, Breeches is pretty good. Captain Storm's pretty good. I think I want Breeches though. You. Does he have another Storming for Golta? Screw it. Create a treasure token. Exile the top. Our creature can block. Can't submit 0, huh? Breeches, you can't block. I don't think I want that. He's at 1. Will this kill? Or does he have a counterspell though? Alright, let's play it. It's fine. Die! Ha! We have mutinied and killed our captain. Oh, captain, my captain. We had a not so perfect draw. We even whiffed, but we still beat him because aggression is the key. Also, Breeches was pretty good. Zeros. Alright. Hello, opponent, zeros. Opponent goes first, and we have no 1-drop. Oh boy, that's a mulligan hand. Is it though? We can Voltage Surge them, and then play the Schooner, and then cry because we have nothing else to play. Yeah, that sounds bad. All right, this is slightly better. We get maps, and again we get crewmates. So I guess we put one of these map back. Pirates! That map token looked cool. The way it showed up, the animation looked cool. Boros Soldier? Is that what's going on here? Boros Human. Whenever it attacks, reveal the top card. If it's a creature, put it in the hand, otherwise put it in the graveyard. Wow. I mean, it's not like he can block, right? So... we want Breeches? We want Breeches. Copper Cove Vanguard. Alright, now I can't kill it. It's a pretty good card. Oh, for Initiate. Also a pretty good card. I can't attack with 3 creatures, right? And that means that I have to pay 2 for the Witchstalker Frenzy. The first strike is first strike, you know? We'll create a treasure. And then we'll exile the top. Maybe it's something I can play. It's not. Breeches! You're lost! Not got a lot of maps. You attacking with 3 creatures? You sure you want to do that? Yes. Take that out. Another Hopeful Initiate? Okay. So, we can Larcenist, turn that into a treasure. And then we'll have a treasure. Artifact. Okay, there's an artifact I control. There's an artifact you control. I got a treasure. Please don't whiff. Alright, not whiffing. The Belligerent's cool. But how good would it be in this case? I'm pretty sure Thalia is coming out, right? So the Larcenist makes it so that he has to... I mean, Larcenist takes out one of his creatures, but the Belligerent will take out... Ooh, the Belligerent's really good, but the Thalia will tax it for 1, right? And he's got 2 Hopeful Initiates. What am I thinking? She's got a 2/3 treasure for as long as the Larcenist is in play, right? No blocks. Guess we're racing. If we're racing, what do we do here? We could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How good is it to map the heck out of my crewmates? I'm gonna make a throne. He can just pop the throne that way. Can he pop the throne? feel like it costs a lot for him to pop the throne, right? His whole board. I deal 6. Or I deal 5. Oh, you should have played a land. Okay. If I didn't play a land, I should not play it out, because then I can use the Sokenzan. He will have to use all of his mana. Thalia? Okay, then he can't use his mana to steal the throne. That's not lethal. I think. Right? I can't see. 3, 3. They're warded up, but... Now he's got 3 blockers. Can I get through 3 blockers? This gets to tax out 2 things. So then this blocks here. No, I don't think I can get out 3 blockers, huh? That means that we have to take an extra turn. But the Larcenist gets to... Actually, let's find out. I'm not really quite sure. Don't want to do the math too long. Let's... Target an artifact I control. Target an artifact... Or target a creature you control, so the Vanguard. Target creature I control. Target the... What else is pumping the board there? Probably the Vanguard, right? He gets to Scry. How good is Scry for tapping all his creatures? Not that good. The Hopeful Initiate is pretty good. The Kellan's also pretty good, but I think the Hopeful Initiate is the scariest because you get to take out my throne. Alright, now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So he has 2 blockers. He can block this and this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's only 5 damage. This will explore. It's a pretty good card to keep on top. He's got 1 card left. Didn't want to kill the throne when he had the chance. I am at 1. What do you top deck here? Only we can draw that. Oh, he's sacking it for treasure. For green. Map tokens. Okay. On your Thalia. Okay. Yeah, that's a 4-3. So scary. You know you gotta tap it to attack. Well, what else are you doing? Attacking with everything. Just to draw Adeline, huh? Let's see. This blocks here. This blocked the Killen. And then this 2-3 will block the 1-2, right? It's activated as a sorcery. Everything is kind of already out, so... GG. Yeah, I think he forgot that I can attack him. Because he's just going to play the Adeline. You have 1 creature left. That's not good enough. Pirates! Pirates beat the humans. I mean, kind of obvious if you think about it. Pirates are meant to beat humans. Now we're playing against R.R. Maoho. Okay, that's a name. You go first, and no 1-drop. Oh wait, we have a 1-drop. We have a 2-drop. That's actually good enough. Keep. Oh, almost. Pirate. Raider. No treasure, turn 1. Can Goblin Guy that good? I can give it haste. Let's see if he's willing to trade. He is. Oh, this is Flash. I forgot. Should have played an entrant. Mistake. Alright, Malcolm. Go for the attack. This is legendary, right? Double Malcolm isn't nice. It's not nice at all. But we got a Schooner. And he's got 2/1/1s probably. No, it's just gonna counter. Oh, that's weird. That's a weird soldier deck. Countering? Ah, well. No land for me. I'm gonna leave. 4 lands to 2, huh? Yeah, that's the game. How many cards do we draw? Well, pirates can't work without treasures. So that's what would happen when your pirates didn't have any treasure. Qving. Hello, Qving. We gotta go first. Alright, double Malcolm. Again. Good enough. We'll say hi. Play pirates. We'll get a map. Good stuff. Duress. Well, I don't think that hits anything, right? Unfortunately for our opponent. We're gonna Malcolm it up. Malcolm in the middle. Somebody's gonna make that joke. I think he knows that this is coming. Probably holding up a cut down. Oh yeah, he's holding up a cut down. There it is. Alright, so Kumano's coming down for sure this turn. I think we're gonna get a 3/4. Galissa. Can't kill the Galissa. Right, this is just gonna... this is gonna die to the Galissa, alright? This is the destroy target enchantment, which isn't great either. Oh boy. First Striker. This is Ward at least. Pirate. So I sacked the Siren. And then, yes. He tapped his Galissa. Mosswood Dread Knight to draw cards? Oh boy. He really doesn't care about his damage. Alright, I have an artifact, so this will have haste. I guess we'll crew. Maybe I'll crew this guy. They both have haste. I don't think it matters. Good enough. Geek's Command, huh? Destroy each creature with power 2 or less, and then I sacrifice the highest. Oh, that's annoying. He knows I have Malcolm. You sure you want to attack here? Okay. What are you gonna do? Draw a card and lose 1 life? Sure. Is that lethal? That's lethal. Get out of here, you. Pirates all the way. We plunder all of Cyber Monday, or whatever it's called. Take that. Pirates be good. Pirates be a good deck. Honestly, it's been very fun. Pirates has been very strong. And this is one of those synergy heavy decks that I feel like is actually pretty good in the meta. It's very aggressive. It's kind of hard to stop, to be fair. But we didn't see a lot of board wiping Sunfall decks today. And that really is what put a hinder on this deck. I feel like if we go second and our opponent curves out from removal to Sunfall, I don't think we can win that kind of scenario. But every other scenario, it's just kind of like overrunning them. The great part about Pirates deck are these two specific cards. The Subterranean Schooner and the Belligerent. These are not creatures, they're vehicles. So that they're kind of hiding behind the Pirates so that they, if they're going to board wipe, the Pirates can still crew these when they come into play. And that's a little bit of a good effect. Another great card is the Kitesail Larcenist, the card that basically turns our opponent's creatures into treasures so they can't block, and turn our map token into treasures so that we get extra treasures. A map is a treasure now. That's insane. That's so good. That's what makes this deck, I think, work very, very, very well. Alright, that's all I got for you today. I think it's a pretty strong deck. Overall, I do think that the way you have to play is to hard mulligan the Spyglass Siren or the Goblin Tomb Raider or Kumano. There's a 12 one drops, and you saw how every single one of the games, we had to hit a 1-drop in turn 1 for us to really do something. And then when we only had 2 lands, it really is a problem, right? The idea of the deck, on the other hand, though, something to recognize is that it's 21 lands total. So there are a lot of games where you're not going to hit your lands. And that is a problem, but luckily the way the deck works is that maps are meant to give you your lands. So don't forget to use the maps. Also, the cards are very low curve, and Malcolm helps you filter out the non-land cards that you can discard. So don't forget to do that. Don't just keep cards in your hand and don't discard cards to Malcolm if that's what you want to do. Malcolm always lets you draw and discard, so I don't think you get a choice. But when you get to 4, then you can play it for free, which is very important. Staunch Crewmate, an amazing card. Remember that first game where we whiffed and got 4 lands on the top? That was amazing how we can manage to do that with 21 lands in the deck, but we did. Captain Storm never really got out to play because one time we get to choose her. We chose Breeches instead. Breeches is very good. So that's totally fine in my opinion. And one thing you cannot forget is how good the Roaming Throne is as a blocker. It's not just a 4-mana trigger that has a 4-mana copying trigger abilities. This is way more than that, because it's a 4-mana 4/4, which is okay stats, but it's a 4-mana 4/4 with Ward 2. So your opponent can't really remove it that easily, right? If they want to not go for the throw, but let's say deal 4 damage to it, they gotta pay 2 extra somehow. And for burn, that's not good, right? And it's an artifact, so they can't go for the throw it. They can't cut it down. They will have to use something that kills a creature a lot bigger. So they had to use Gig's Command in our last game. And Gig's Command is a 5-mana card. 5-mana card to kill a 4-mana card. You're coming out ahead in that exchange in a lot of the cases. And the best thing about this whole deck is that almost everything is a pirate, right? Almost everything is a pirate. So when you get Breeches in play, all 3 of those abilities can trigger, and you can kill your opponent very quickly, as we saw in that one game. We just had 3 pirates, and we played Breeches. That was 3 pirates attacking and winning. And Breeches can also crew one of these vehicles when it enters the battlefield. So we got 4 creatures attacking, and that was like turn 3 or something, and that's so scary that our opponent cannot handle this kind of aggression, right? It's a very good card against almost every kind of deck. Of course, it's not just an end-all and be-all. It's not going to beat every deck, and board wipes do put a hinder on our plan, but it has a lot more dimensions to play the mono-red burn, which makes this deck a lot more fun. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me. I will see you guys next time.